Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Her Tarot Readings, where we do gratitude journaling for people like you so that you guys can get through the transitions of life. Today we have our money gratitude journal, and today's prompt. Now, mind you, a lot of times when I do gratitude journaling, I'm not going in order. Like, I'll just literally open the book and I'll be like, okay, we're going to do this one today, or we're going to do this one today. But just to start off with this on live, I wanted to go in order. And then I was going to start just doing random prompts. Hello, hello, hello. So today's prompt says, this is what today's prompt says. In the quote at the bottom, that's what it says. Wealth flows where gratitude grows. Wealth flows where gratitude goes. A lot of people, I think this is actually a good conversation for me to have with y'all. A lot of people think that gratitude means like being like, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for that. That is not gratitude. Like, that is a form of gratitude. But gratitude really just means goodwill, good desires, thinking good things. So an example of gratitude as we go through money journaling would be, you usually look at money. You missed my reading last night. I wasn't on live last night, baby. That wasn't me. I wasn't on live. But an example of gratitude would be, you usually look at money and, oh, hey. Okay, so you got a new one. But yeah, no, I wasn't on live yesterday. Last night, at least. I was on live yesterday morning, but I wasn't on live yesterday evening. But let me go ahead and finish. An example of gratitude would be, you usually look at money and you feel a little bit constricted because you feel like you don't have enough. Whereas when you start looking at gratitude in a grateful way, you start looking at the good desires that you have. Well, I'm so grateful that the money that I was able to use was able to afford the things that I need. I'm so grateful that I know sometime soon money will come to me and I'll have more than what I have now. So yeah, that is a sense of being thankful, but it's a mindset shift where it's more of, you're seeing the good of things and not the bad. So again, a lot of us, we think that we got to sit up and we got to be, I'm thankful, I'm thankful, I'm thankful. But it's like, no, how about we see the good things that are happening? Happy birthday. It's Cancer season. Happy birthday, my sweet Cancer. If you a Cancer in the chat, let me know. I'll tell you happy birthday too. I might even sing y'all a song. Happy birthday to the Cancers. Is that right? Is that right? So later we're going to talk about the moon sign. I think the moon may still be in Scorpio. Yeah, the moon is still in waxing gibbous Scorpio. So we'll talk a little bit more about how to manifest with the moon after we do our journal prompt. But again, today's journal prompt says, okay, happy birthday to the Cancers and the Leos. I love me a Cancer and a Leo. Today's prompt says, how did my caregivers, our community, make me feel about money growing up? What beliefs did I internalize, and what can I now shift with love? So as you guys can see, when I create these journals, I kind of like to go in a particular order. So you can kind of tell that a lot of the first prompts are about your family, are about where it came from. As you get more deeper, you'll get more prompts that are more focused on you or other things in your life. Thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate you guys so much. So it says, how did my caregivers, our community, make me feel about money growing up? What beliefs did I internalize, and what can I shift now? Shift with love. So you guys can do this prompt at home if you guys want to. Here's the prompt. If you want to get the gratitude journal, it's in the link below. So you get the gratitude journal if you want to have all of your prompts in one area, if you want to have something aesthetically pleasing, if you want it to be easy just to look at the prompts and keep it pushing, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete this. While I complete this, I'm gonna play some music for y'all. I'm going to play some music from somebody who I've been listening to a lot lately. I'm hoping that copyright don't strike us now. Don't strike us. Let's see. I know the past is the past. That is so weird. Forever. Forever. So if you want to know what music I'm playing, it's from this YouTube channel, the Manifest Music Room. They have some of the best songs on here. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. If you look at my community posts, I post a lot of affirmation songs, songs that will put you in a good mindset. So just pay attention to the community post. You'll find some new songs that it will hit, I promise. Hey girl, I'm good. How are you doing? Let me know, is the music too loud for you? When you hear this music, is it too loud? Okay. Okay. Hello, hello. Thank you. I'm gonna play one of my favorite songs by this channel. Until now, Game Changer. They have a wire trimming head that's universal. It's gonna fit any weed. I look in the mirror and smile real wide. Every inch of me a work of pride. My body listens, my body glows. It's giving God his head to toe. Always to snatch my walk, I sway. Skin like gold, I shine all day. Filled with love, designed with grace. His body's got its own fan base. I got the perfect body, mind and soul. A living vision, fully whole. Didn't chase it, I align. The shape of mind built by the divine. Healthy. What does COAX mean? You like two people? I don't think that's a problem. If you want two people, that's perfectly fine. Grateful for this temple I'm in. Every day I win again. My body responds when I say you like that music? Feed in love, I move with care. My energy's fresh, I'm light as air. People ask me what I do. I say I love her through and through. I got the perfect body, mind, and soul. A living vision, fully whole. Didn't chase it, I align. The shape of my built by the divine. Healthy, radiant curves that speak. I feel like art, I move unique. It's not just looks, it's how I feel. This perfect body, baby, it's real. I affirmed it, and she showed up. No scalpel needed, just divine love. Stretch marks, both eyes embrace. This is my temple, this is my place. So when they stare, I let them see. This beauty was made just for me. Perfectly formed in perfect time. My body, soul, and mind align. Yes. If anybody else wants to know who this is who I'm listening to. Just in case y'all need to know. I got the perfect body, mind, and soul, period. Y'all, right now we're doing gratitude journaling. If you just came in here, I'm just filling out the prompts right now. I think it's a little harder because I'm hearing music, so I'm having to focus. Let me turn down a little bit more. So in just a minute, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about this journal prompt, and we're going to talk about what I'm shifting with it. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause on the music and pause on my fan because I know my fan a little bit loud. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know one more time. The prompt for today said, how did my caregivers or community make me feel about money growing up? What beliefs did I internalize, and what can I now shift with love? So when it came to money growing up, doing this journaling, it was really kind of hard to answer this question at first. And one thing about it, if you ever are doing any of these journal prompts and you find it hard to answer a question, just start writing. Like literally, just start writing whatever's in your mind, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're visualizing in your mind. Just start writing what you see, what you hear, what you feel, and allow it to expand, okay? Allow what you're writing to expand into something that naturally may answer the question, whether you feel like it answers the question or not. If that's what you're thinking about, write it down, because it's some way, somehow it's connected to the question, because that's what you're thinking about. So with this one, again, it was kind of hard for me to answer the question at first, so I just started writing. The question was, how did my caregivers or community make me feel about money growing up? What belief did I internalize, and what can I now shift with love? Hello. And so one thing that I realized writing about this is that my community, my caregivers, some of them, they gave me the mindset of money is just for me. My money is just for me. This is not your money. This is my money. Even as a kid growing up, I would have adults who would want me to pay for my own food. Like, they'd be like, you got money? Spend your own money. You got money. Or like, I would have people in my life who would be like, they would only spend money for me on one particular thing, but not on other things. It was always kind of like money is not for anybody else but me. It was a very individualist mindset when it came to money, in my opinion, with some of the people who I was raised around. And even as a kid, when I would have money, I felt like my community had the mindset of Meiana's a saver. Meiana, this is what they would say to me. That doesn't make it true. This is just what they would say. So, that's something that I would internalize as a kid, is like, oh, I'm good with money. I'm better at money than the adults around me, right? This is things that I would internalize as a kid when it came to money. And so even as a kid, I was like, I'm not giving nobody none of my money. I'm not giving y'all my money. Y'all bad with money. Y'all get y'all's own money, right? So one thing that I can say now that I can shift with love is really being individualist. When it comes to having money, especially if you want to grow in wealth, you cannot have an individualist mindset. You have to have the mindset of money can flow through me and it's going to go to other people. You have to know where you're investing your money, because that's your money going into somewhere else. So That I said I can now shift to less of an individualist mindset to a more community oriented mindset, and knowing that my money can be protected, but it's more than just for what I need, my basic needs being met. You know, we donate money to communities, we invest money in different areas, in different businesses. We invest money in different things that we need for ourselves. And so really opening up my mindset to thinking that, okay, I'm just thinking about my needs being met. But there's so much more to money than just your needs being met. And when you only focus on your needs being met, it does not allow your mindset to expand to more. And so that only constricts of what your mindset thinks of the amount of money that you need, really, right? So I actually, some of the times the hardest prompts be the ones where you get a different perspective. And this is one of those prompts where I'm like, okay, I don't think I was ever thinking about that. Y'all, if y'all was watching my past couple of videos, you would hear me talk about how with money, I would be a lot more like, this is my money. You know, like, you got to protect your money. You can't just give money to anybody else. Look, I looked up and seen 222. 2222. It was 4 twos. And then we got 2 people. So that was like 5 twos. But, and when you look at that, that's 10. That's 1. If you do numerology, if you catching what I'm speaking. But, yeah, it's definitely opened up my mindset of, okay, so what ways can I grow money that can support my community? How can I support my community with my money? That's not just focused on the basic needs of that person, of that individual. So that definitely gives me something to expand my mindset on. Again, the quote says, wealth flows where gratitude grows. So beautiful. I don't know for sure if we're going to keep going in order. If we do, this is tomorrow's prompt. If we keep going in order, I might just switch it up. Oh, you know what I might do? I'll probably go in order until I get to this point so that we can see what that looks like to have one section completed. And then once we do that, I'll just start doing random prompts. So that's probably 1, 2. Okay, so that'll be in like 3 days. This was actually a good. I wonder, it's not really anybody in the chat right now, but I'm wondering, like, what are some ways that we can use money to support our community? Let's ask chat. My friend Chat GPT, you the baddest in the game, period. What ways can I use money to support my community and loved ones that is not just focused on basic needs like food? You know, one way I remember my brother, I supported what did they call it? He was going on a trip and I was using some of my money, what I consider my fund money, to support his trip. So the ways that you can support other people: pay for therapy, coaching, or healing sessions. Fund education and skill building. Create micro grants for dreams or projects. Okay. Sponsor group retreats or getaways. Gift cultural experiences. Buy tickets for concerts, theaters, museum passes, festivals, or local events. Host joyful gatherings. Pay for legal aid, wills, or financial planning. Contribute to housing stability. Buy tools or equipment. Fund laptops, art supplies, cooking gear. Start a family community fund or credit circle. Ooh. I'm reading off ways that we could support our family financially that's not just focused on their basic needs. Hire or invest in community members. Pay people in your circle for their services, childcare, design, editing, carpentry. Instead of outsourcing, circulate the money. So Support local businesses and artists. Surprise generosity. Send anonymous gifts. Cover someone's utility bills quietly or leave extra large tips with handwritten notes. Create a give what you can budget. Final reflection, it says, sometimes the best use of money isn't flashy, it's intentional. It's asking what would bring light, ease, or possibility into the person's life. And then giving with consent, with love, and without expectation. Heavy on the without expectation. You can't just be giving to people thinking that they got to give you something back. You got to give out of a clear heart. So again, it's the waxing gibbous moon in Scorpio. We talked about this yesterday, but if you were not here, we'll talk about it again and how to manifest with this moon today. So let me find this page so I can read it to you guys. 171. So the past couple of days, this will be the time for you to... Hold up, I think somebody at my door. Let me make sure. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Yes. It's Amazon. It's Amazon. Amazon was at my door. I'm so excited. I'm hoping that it's my magnesium supplements, because when I tell you, magnesium is what's going to help me go to sleep. I was up last night. My sleep schedule has been really off. I was up last night until like 6 o'clock. I was so hungry. I said, let me go ahead and go make me some food. Let me go ahead and go make me some food. So I was cooking at 5:30 in the morning. What did I make, you may ask? Well, last night, when I was up at 5:30 in the morning and I was hungry, I made like avocado. It was like a guacamole mix, but the avocado wasn't mushed, like smushed. It was like cubed, and then fish. So I made like a guacamole fish nachos type of thing. It was delicious, I'm not gonna lie. But with the Scorpio moon, this is the time where you're gonna do shadow work and be fully dedicated to your shadow work. It's time to get into understanding your darkness. Scorpio energy is rebirth. So really going through the hell and then making it out in the end, in the sunlight, with your reward or with your satisfaction, and fully basking in the gratitude of you being such a persistent person who's able to overcome obstacles, even the ones that really hurt you internally. Because as they say, stick to stones may break my bones, but words will harm you if you don't know how to create a boundary, a mental boundary for them. So understand that this is a moon of patience and courage. This moon needs to face every broken shard of pain over and over again until it's worn down and no longer hurts. Until he can move beyond the pain entirely, he needs to rebuild himself from scratch as a whole person, going all the way back to the original raging child and soothing those long ago scars. On this moon, we go down into our own depths and deal with our monsters. It's a good time for therapy of any sort. This is not the time to compare your own monsters with other people's. Just go down and face your own. So if you're wanting to manifest with this moon, it's time to manifest overcoming some of your deepest, darkest fears and deepest, darkest traits about yourself. The hardest moments in your life, the ones that you grieve that you're no longer able to have, are the ones that you feel guilty or ashamed about. Those will be the moments that you have to start breaking down. Lots of time, if you're feeling shame, if you're feeling shame and guilt about a particular situation and it occurred when you did not have the mental wherewithals or the ability to comprehend what was going on, a lot of people carry like childhood guilt and shame about things that they did, not realizing that you were just a child. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what was going on. So this is going to be one of those moments where you look at things that happened to you when you didn't understand what you were even doing. And you forgiving yourself and maybe even finding a way to ask for forgiveness, you know, at least start spiritually from those that you feel like you may have harmed or the reason why you feel guilty in that moment. So this is going to be a time if you're interested in doing shadow work for you to write down reoccurring emotional patterns, fears, or pain points that block your growth. So again, shame, resentment, and trauma. These are what you're going to be focused on this Scorpio moon. The waxing gibbous moon is a time for refinement, preparation, and trust in the process. So when you're refining it, you're looking deeper at what is going on and what is hindering you from getting to your goal. If you don't know your goal, it's time to start thinking, getting clear about what you're wanting for yourself, because there is a reason that is stopping you. I know we're doing our money gratitude journal, but this is my financial gratitude journal. This is what's gonna, if once you do money gratitude, this is what's gonna support you with knowing how to handle your finances, right? Knowing how to deal with your finances and also money at the same time. But I feel like this is the baby, this is the adult. So when I did this particular journal prompt, when I did this particular journal, there was a prompt that had me writing like 3 pages. I had to really stop writing. Like I finished the 3 pages provided in the journal, and I had to get additional pages to continue journaling. And what I realized is that there was shame and guilt in my childhood that I experienced that was hindering me from feeling worthy of money, from feeling worthy of abundance. And so when I wrote down all the things that I was feeling, no matter how much ashamed or how much I resented those moments in my life or how guilty I may have felt, it really released and shifted my perspective of you don't feel like you don't deserve money for just one particular reason. It's many different aspects of your life where you felt like this happened, now it's lowering your frequency and you feel unworthy of something that you definitely deserve because you want it. You deserve things that you want at the end of the day. And you should be able to do the work to get it. So yeah, go ahead and start looking into that if you're interested in manifesting more outside of this. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here. I appreciate everybody who's came through today, who's liked the live. I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to start coming on a little bit earlier so that, you know, I got my magnesium now, so I'm gonna start going to sleep on time. I'm gonna drink me some chamomile tonight, and I'm gonna drink my little magnesium drops. And my bed's been very comfortable as of lately. I got some new pillows. Sleep has been 10 out of 10. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.